Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Let's Talk. So today we're going to talk about the fact that you tell other people your dreams, you tell other people your visions, and you expect them to celebrate you. I just want to make sure that you understand that the best move that you can make in your life when you're walking in your purpose and your destiny and your dreams is to move in silence. It is so important that you learn how to move in silence. Let me help you. People are not going to celebrate you. People are not going to be happy for you because you are following your dreams. Guess why? First of all, most people are not following their dreams. Most people are not doing what makes them happy. They're not in their ideal job. They're not in their ideal situation. They're not even in their ideal relationship. But yet you are letting them dictate to you how you should live your life. Look, we have all been brainwashed to be overly concerned about what other people thinks about us. It is none of your business what another person thinks about you. You need to come to realize that their opinion of you is not your reality. And when you come to realize that, you will be better off in the long run by realizing that another person's opinion of you is not your reality and it's nothing for you to do about their opinion of you. Let them have their opinion of you. Don't worry about it. Don't change anything. Don't go try to revamp. But I want you to understand that it's so important that you learn to operate and to move in silence. Let me help you. When you go tell somebody your vision, your dream, or what you have going on in your life, they are going to try to talk you out of it because they don't have the dream, the vision, because God gave you the dream and the vision. So what is in my head, no one else can see what is in my head. No one can see what is in my heart, but I know what is in my heart. I know what is in my head. I know the vision that God has given me and what he intends for me to do with that. If God continuously gives you the same vision over and over and over, you need to understand that that's God talking to you for you to be led by the Spirit in the direction that you need to go. Stop telling your dreams and your visions to other people and wanting them to be happy for you and to celebrate you because they can't celebrate you because they don't even know what you're talking about. They can't understand what you're talking about. You have been brainwashed to think that everybody thinks the same and everybody is the same. No, everybody is not the same. All of us do not think the same. All of us do not have the same gifts and talents. And you haven't been given the same tools that I have been given to survive as Shelia Benjamin Inusah. So you can't possibly tell me how to be Shelia Benjamin Inusah better than I can be Shelia Benjamin Inusah. So our whole goal, our purpose is to help you to realize that you've been brainwashed into living a life that you don't even like. I want you to ask yourself the question today. And I want you to be honest with yourself and give yourself an honest answer. The question today is, when you look in the mirror, do you like the person looking back at you? Do you even know the person that is looking back at you? If you're going to be successful in your personal life, in the business life, if you're going to be successful and become a whole person, then you have got to have your own identity. You have to know your likes and your dislikes, and you have to know who you are. So my question again, when you look in the mirror, the person looking back at you, do you like them? Do you know them? Or is that person who the world wants that person to be? Is that person brainwashed by society? Is that person brainwashed into being a person that she don't even like? When I go look in the mirror, I'm happy at the reflection that I see looking back at me because I see a woman that is determined to live life on my terms. You're not going to give me the terms and the conditions for my life. This is my life. I'm not an innocent bystander or someone standing on the sideline watching my life pass me by. No, I'm a participant in my life, and I'm writing pages and I'm adding pages. And who are you to tell me that I need to conform? Conform to what? And conform why? I tell a story all the time how my mother used to say, you know what they say, and they are going to say this and they are going to say that. And I would always get in trouble at an early age because my mind could just not wrap around who are they and why am I living my life based on what they say when I don't even know who they are. And so when you look in the mirror, you need to like the person that is looking back at you. You know what? You might be able to say a lot of things about me, but the one thing that you're going to remember me for is that I did it my way. I am going to pray. I'm going to seek God's guidance. And if God gives me a yes, I'm not worried about what anybody else is saying. I'm not worried about what anybody else is thinking. And so what happens is we become paralyzed by what other people think of us. And so a lot of us never reach our full potential because we now have become paralyzed by what somebody else's opinion is of us. We shouldn't do it that way. The way you approach things can be offensive. Well, you know what? You are being offensive to me by telling me that I'm offensive to you. So therefore, you're not going to dictate or tell me what my reality is. You're not going to dictate or tell me, look, I take information from other people all the time. I take corrective criticism. I take constructive criticism. I listen, but you know what? I have a brain. And in this brain, I'm constantly programming the knowledge and the wisdom that I need to live this life that God has preordained me to live. Look, I live my life on purpose each and every day because tomorrow's not promised. I'm not going to let something go that I could do today, saying that I'm going to do it tomorrow when I don't even know if I'm going to make it to tomorrow. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand today. Stop being brainwashed by the world. If the world say that you can't do it, assess yourself. Look at your ability. And you know what? If you need to learn something, learn something. Be informed, learn something, learn something, learn something. You start making the preparation to become who you already are. And guess what? Don't let nothing stop you. The only thing that can stop you is you can stop yourself. I have on a t-shirt today that says, I defeated the enemy within me. And you might want to get you a t-shirt that says, I defeated the enemy within me. It's a book written by me, of course. But the reason why I want you to get the t-shirt is as a reminder that your worst enemy really isn't out there. Because once you learn to stop being a people pleaser, then you have to deal with yourself and the things that has been embedded in your subconscious from a very early age. So then you got to do self-talk. And you have to retrain your brain. You have to retrain your mind because your mind itself will stop you from moving forward. If your mind perceives something to be too dangerous, it's designed to protect you. So your mind alone will talk you out of doing what you need to do to be successful. So first of all, you've got to learn to push past your mind. You've got to want it so bad that you want it bad enough that you're going to get knocked down and get back up and still go after it. That you can get setback after setback, but you're determined that you're going to get what you started out to get. That's how determined you have got to be. I want you to understand that good is the enemy of great, because as long as you settle, then you can never be great. I want you to understand that there's greatness on the inside of you. And for you to get to that greatness, you have got to let go of good, knowing that good just is not good enough. You may be good, but good isn't good enough. You were called to be great. You were called to sit at the head of the table. You were called to be a leader in this space, in this time. at this moment. So in order for you to come to the front of the table, you've got to stop being brainwashed by the world in which we live. The world in which we live is not on your side. It's not for your favor, and they're not going to come and save you. Guess what? You have got to save yourself. You've got to pick yourself up and say, I can do this. You've got to pick yourself up and say, if nobody else believes in me, I believe in me. I will not stop until I succeed. I will not quit. I'm going to keep pushing until I succeed. I want you to understand. I say this all the time. Stop focusing on failure. Everybody that has ever did anything that was great or amounted to anything have felt like a failure at some point in time. They have failed. But I want you to understand that failure is only failure if you quit. It's a failure if you let it stop you. But if you get back up and you learn from this setback, if you learn from this lesson that some might call failure, if you learn from it and you move forward and you become better and it helps to propel you to where you need to get to, then guess what? It wasn't failure at all. It was just a lesson that you needed to learn. Now, I've talked about many different things in this segment today, but that's because I'm wanting you to get the gist of it. Number one, stop letting the world that we live in brainwash you. You've got to come to understand that this world was not designed for you to succeed. It was designed to keep you and hold you hostage so you become a slave, a prisoner to a mindset that only works for a certain percentage of the population. You do not have to conform to who this world says that you are. You do not have to conform to these guidelines that they set. You can be a trendsetter. You can cross every boundary. You can be a trailblazer. You can show and be a trailblazer that said, I can show you that it can be done. Look, if you bring it to me, I can show you that it can be done. But you got to have the tenacity. You got to have a never quit attitude. You've got to be determined. You've got to be consistent. You've got to be, even though you get knocked down, you hop back up and you say that you're going to make this. And most of all, you've got to learn to defeat the enemy that's within you, because the reason why I have on this t-shirt is a reminder to me that the only person that can stop me from achieving and walking in my purpose and walking in my greatness is me. How can I defeat myself? By listening to the lies that the world is telling me, by listening to these fake norms. You know, I am not going to conform to anybody else's norm. I set my own boundaries. You don't give me a boundary. I have no boundary. If I can see it and I can believe it, I can achieve it. So how do I defeat the enemy that's within me? I get rid of all of these noises that's going on in my head, all of the stuff that you're sending me, whether it's on TV, the music that I listen to, all of the things that goes in. Remember, this is your computer database. Be careful what you allow in it. Allow the things in it that's going to help you climb and move to the next level. You can defeat the enemy by watching what you allow into this mental database called your brain. You can defeat the enemy within by changing the information that's in here, and you will come out victorious. I just want to make sure that you understand that no one's going to come and save you. You have got to save yourself. And the world was not designed to help you. It was designed to keep you hostage so that you're doing what that certain population wants you to do. I want you to walk in your greatness. I want you to know that you can be great. Everything that you need is on the inside of you. Now, this has been One Life Agency. Come and join us with the One Life Agency Inner Circle. We are a tribe that is thriving. We are a tribe that is on the move. We are a tribe that is growing daily, that is helping each other become the best. We are a tribe that's ready to do war. We're ready to be on the battleground for what we believe. We're ready to fight for our rights. We're ready to fight against injustice. We're ready to be great. We're ready to be at the head of the table with other great minds. We're ready to do what they say can't be done because we say that it can, and we're just the ones to do it. So come and join us at the One Life Agency Inner Circle. Come and be a part. Visit us on the World Wide Web, onelifeagency.com. We look forward to you joining and being a part of this tribe. But if you are a person that don't want to do anything and you're satisfied with good, which is not good enough, if you're satisfied with the brainwashing and your life the way it is, then you don't want to become a part of this inner circle, because we are about change. We are about transformation. We are about changing the world in which we live. We're about justice and equality for all. And so if you're not interested in those things, you do not want to become a part of the One Life Inner Circle. But if you are interested in becoming change, if you're interested in equality, if you're interested in fighting against injustice, if you're interested in leveling the playing field to where we can compete, if you're interested in sitting at the head of the table with great minds, if you're interested in change, if you're interested in walking in your greatness, become a part of the One Life Agency Inner Circle. We believe in you living your life intentionally, living it on purpose. We believe that you should have your best life now. Tomorrow's not promised. Enjoy your best life now, not tomorrow. And we also want you to know that you only have one life. So be the one life that you want. Get you a t-shirt that says Be One Life, and that lets us know that you're part of the tribe that's going to change the world. Until next time, take care of you.